Hi guys, it's Leslie with Leslie's Creations, and it is Thursday, so that means that we have another video. Let me make sure I have my sound down here. I don't want to hear myself. Pull up my video. When you come in, please say hello. Let me know you're here, and all. And don't forget to like and share this video. If you like and share this video and comment, like and share, your name will be put into a drawing to win something at the end of the month. So please do that. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's see. Trying to see how much water is in my bottle. Hey Melissa. Looks like I got enough. Okay. Tonight what we're going to do is we're going to do this really neat transfer, Hello Autumn, and I'm going to put it on a Hexagon board that is actually a retired board, but I want to take off this Joy one from Christmas and put on a fall one. So I'm going to go ahead and spray my board and let this sit for just a second. Now what I'm using is distilled water here in our little fine mist sprayer, and I'm just going to spray all of this really well so that I can remove this transfer. While that water's sitting, I'm going to grab another fuzzing cloth over here so that I have it, because I want to use it to dry my board. And the colors I'm going to use tonight, I'm going to use, woo, as I drop one, I'm going to use Bright White, Shimmer Harvest, Scarlett, which are two of our new ones, Orange Peel, and Bumblebee. So now I'm going to just use my paste scraper and begin to, I'm going to move around the water a little bit before I begin to really scrape it. I'm just going to make sure that the water is really all over the board and on the paste, and then I'm going to start to scrape it off. I need to grab my baby wipes. Okay. Just 1 second, guys, sorry. Okay, I apologize for that. I just needed to check something real quick. Okay, now that the water has set on here a little bit, I'm just going to go ahead and start scraping off all the paste and getting off all this paste from this old transfer. So Melissa, did you order anything today from the restock? There were several items that were restocked today. So if there's something you were looking for in the catalog that said out of stock, then it might have come back in. So if you want to look at my website, which is linked in the description, you might find what you're looking for. If not, again, please let me know. Like I've told you before, let me know. I might have it and can help you out. So what I'm doing is I'm just scraping off all this old paste. Alright, now I'm going to also grab my board eraser along with some baby wipes. I'm going to use the baby wipes to pick up all this that I have scraped off. Going to spray my board again just to make sure it is wet, and I have wet my board eraser, but I just wanted to make sure there was enough water on here. And sorry if I'm shaking the whole camera, I apologize, but I'm just going to wipe over all this board to make sure that I've gotten rid of all the old paste. I'm going to take the microfiber side of my fuzzing cloth. There are two sides. This is the terry cloth side where you use for fuzzing, and then the microfiber side which you use for drying. And I'm just going to dry this board. And there we go. Now we have this board that is ready to use for our new design, which is Hello Autumn. Right, so now I'm going to go ahead and move my stuff out of the way here for a second. And I'm going to use both of these fuzzing cloths since this is a big transfer. I am going to use both fuzzing cloths to be able to fuzz this transfer. It is a brand new transfer that I haven't used, so I definitely want to make sure that it's good and fuzzed. And I'm labeling the back so I know which side the transfer will go back on, because I don't want it to go back on the side that's labeled. If it goes back on the side that is labeled, then it will really stick very, very well and be difficult to get off and could cause it to roll. Okay, so now I'm going to remove the backer from the transfer. And normally you see me remove the transfer from the backer, but I'm doing it just the opposite this time because I don't want it to roll on me. All right, now what I'm going to do is take my fuzzing cloth from underneath it and lay it on top. And take this other one, turn it over. Just gonna fuzz this 2 or 3 times. Well, got a piece of string. There we go. You can see how sticky it is. Okay, so I have my furry friends in here again that are deciding they want to kind of bark or growl with each other and have fun. So if you hear them, I do apologize. Hopefully they will be nice. Okay, I think we're good with the fuzzing. So I'm just going to lay this one back here and grab my board. Now this board, it has a hook on it, and obviously, sorry, I had a tag on it for a price for the other one, but anyway, it has a hook on it, so it'll show you which way, dogs, it'll show you which way to is the top. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, sorry. There you go, so it already has a hook on it. And now we're going to line this up. Now, if you are joining a little bit later, if you're watching the replay, this board is actually a retired board, but I didn't want to just let it go without putting something good on it. I like the shape of it, so I think the Hexagon is nice, so wanted to put a new transfer on it. just got to get this just right since it is a hexagon and the transfer is actually round. Okay, get all my fuzzies off that are underneath. Make sure I have a good seal on it. All right. Now with this transfer, I am going to have to do like the paste and peel method because it is a big transfer. Shh. It is a big transfer, so I am going to have to do the paste and peel. So I'll paste a little bit and then I will peel it up and continue on with the next part of it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Bumblebee orange peel and Scarlett on the word autumn. I'm going to use the Shimmer Harvest on the arrow, or I guess that's actually like a piece of wheat. And then I'm going to use white on the rest of it. So it's not going to have too much color. It is going to have color, but it's not going to have too much color. So it is going to be a little subtle yet with that little pop in the middle. So grab some stir sticks and some squeegees. And I'm going to start off at the top. Need to add some water to my white. It's a little bit dry, so add some water. And again, in that fine mist sprayer, that is distilled water. Okay, now I'm just going to start by placing some of my paste around, and I'm going to just pull it down using the edge of the squeegee. You don't want to really just pull it from the side because then you kind of glob it. You don't want to glob it on there. You want it to be a nice smooth. Guys, hush. Sorry about the dogs. You want it to be a nice, smooth, crisp edge. So you want to be sure and get this with the edge of the squeegee. And you want to make sure you go all the way around, filling in all that open silkscreen area. Okay, I'm going to lay that over here. Shh. And our transfers are made to look distressed, so it's not a mistake that all of that open area is there. That's not a mistake. That is the way that the transfers are made, is to look distressed. Okay, let that breathe for a minute. Now I'm going to lay it back down. I'm going to make sure that my middle here and my bottom is all adhered again really smoothly. I'm going to take what's left on my squeegee and go over the word hello. Now I am kind of just wiping it only to get off what is already collected up on the squeegee, but when I'm pushing it through, I am using the edge of the squeegee. Just making sure I get everything covered really well. Right, get those two little dots right here. Okay, and we'll peel again just so that we can let that air out a little bit before we go on to the next part. All right. And again, I want to make sure that what I have left to actually paste is really adhered down well. Okay, so I'm going to set my white off to the side. I'm going to grab my yellow, my orange peel, or my Bumblebee and orange peel, sorry, and my Scarlett, which I'm going to have to open. I haven't even opened it yet. bit on my thumb when I open that. Alright, now I'm going to grab a stir stick and just stir up each one of these pastes and see if any of them need some water. My Scarlett is really good. It's a good consistency. Orange peel feels like it's going to be a good consistency. Might be a little bit thick, so I am going to add just one spritz of water in it because it might be just a little thick, but you really kind of want your consistency to be like cake batter, but after you've worked with the paste for a while, you get to know how the consistency is. I'm going to have to open up my other Bumblebee, but I just hate to not go ahead and use what's in this jar. So I'm just going to keep using it till I get it all gone, and then I'll open up my new one. But I do have a new one, so. Alright. And I know I say that each time I use it, but just don't want to, just want to use all of it. Don't want to waste any of it. So much goodness left in here. Okay, so now I'm going to come across the top, grab a squeegee. I think I want to do I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of orange on part of that swirl of the autumn. Put in my orange peel. That may be enough for, and I'm not going to close in the gap completely there. I'm going to leave a little bit of a gap. And I will show you how I'm going to fill that in. Okay. And I want to go on to, where's my, that is, okay. Go on to my red, or my Scarlett, not red, but Scarlett. Don't want to hit my little wheat piece there. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I am going to take just a little dollop of the red, and I'm going to come right across with the red and the orange blending together to make, hopefully make a straight edge. There we go. Now, not going to save that because I do have some orange in it, so I'm just going to wipe it off on my squeegee here. Then I'm going to take the orange and I'm going to grab just a little bit of orange on it, and I'm going to do the same thing across with the yellow. Make just a straight line. And try to come right across there. Hopefully not get red in it, but if I got a little bit of red in it, that's okay. Alright, now we're going to do the pull up again because we want to make sure that we get this breathing a little bit before we move on to the next part. Ooh, I like the way that looks. The yellow into the orange, and ooh, I like the way that looks. Okay. So now we're actually finished with all these pastes. So I'm going to, well, actually I'm just going to leave them where they are for right now. I'm going to grab my Harvest, give it a good stir. Hi, Jennifer. And I'm going to go right along the, make sure that's a clean squeegee, right along the little wheat piece. Just get right up there against that red. I don't want to get it, hopefully not get the red in there. Just grab a little bit of it. Okay, and I'm going to do the rest of the bottom of this and then do the pull. And I'm going to do the rest of it all in white across the bottom. Ooh, make sure, though, that I have my transfer down well before I start to squeegee it and paste it. Don't want any air bubbles in there to possibly have my paste bleeding underneath. Okay, I'll put the rest of that back in my jar over there, and this will be the final peel and reveal. And there we go. I'm going to set this transfer over here just for a second and show you the final. There we have our Gather Here with Grateful Hearts, Hay Rides, Bonfires, Apple Cider, Hello Autumn. And there is our board. I love the way that it came out with the colors in the middle, with the way that the ombre portion. And now all we need to do is get our paste jars cleaned up. I'm just going to go around the edge of our paste jars. I don't know if y'all can see this. Go right around the edge of the paste jar to make sure that we don't have any crusties or anything to keep it from, sorry about the dogs, keep the jar from sealing well. And we want to do that with each color. You just want to make sure you have it all cleaned up, and then you can just clean your stir sticks just on a baby wipe. And same thing with your squeegees. Just clean those on a baby wipe. So, all right, guys, that is our project for tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. And again, if you would please like and share the video, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you comment, like, and share, your name will be put into a drawing for the end of the month. And Saturday and Sunday, I will be at the gun show, so I will not have a video on Saturday. But if you happen to be in the area, Big Town Gun Show in Mesquite is where I will be. So if you happen to be around, come by and see me. And I'll have lots of finished project, and I even have some transfers and DIY stuff that can be purchased to be completed by you. So if you're interested, I would love to see you. And if not, then I will see y'all next week. Y'all have a great evening. Thanks. Bye.